Hello students, welcome to engineering assignments. In engineering assignments, in disaster management playlist, we are going to study layers of atmosphere. We will be also dealing with ozone layer. So at first, we are going to deal with the layers of atmosphere. Basically, there are 5 layers of the atmosphere, that is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. And these layers of the atmosphere is based on the temperature variation. You can see here it is a ground level. When you go from ground level, you go upwards, you will find different layers of atmosphere. The first layer is troposphere. Troposphere is a one where all the weather happens, and it's also called as Earth's weather factory because it will be consisting of clouds, rain, wind, etc. And in this layer, you can see hot air balloons as well as passenger planes. They are flying. The next layer is stratosphere. The stratosphere is where the radio communication is possible. Here you can find a special layer will protect us from the harmful radiation. It's the ozone layer. So ozone layer is found in the stratosphere. Next is here mesosphere. Mesosphere is a layer of the atmosphere where you can find meteors and meteorological rockets. And after this mesosphere, there will be thermosphere. And thermosphere is place where the meteorites, when they enter into the atmosphere, they get burn off. And this is where the auroras are found. And next is exosphere. And you can see the spaceships, the satellites found in this exosphere. Next, I'll give you a brief about all these layers of the atmosphere. The first layer of the atmosphere is actually the troposphere, containing 70% of the mass, and it is very close to your ground level. It reaches up to 11 kilometers from the ground, and the clouds, storm, fog, haze found in this troposphere. That's why it's called as Earth's weather factory. So it is a place where all the weather happens. Now the temperature in this layer decreases about minus 6.4 degrees Celsius per kilometer with the height. Start going from here to here, the temperature start decreasing. And the decrease in temperature with the altitude is called as lapse rate. And there is a border over the troposphere, or we can say that there's a lid over the troposphere, which is called as tropopause. Now the temperature stopped decreasing with the height from the tropopause. The next layer is stratosphere. It is clear layer above the troposphere that extends to a height of 50 kilometers from the Earth's surface, and it doesn't have any clouds, storms or dust. The clouds here are not found or not formed since water vapor is absent in this layer. The ozone sphere is an important layer found in the stratosphere, and ozone O3 is found in this layer. You can see ozone O3 layer is found here. Then ozone, what it will do? It will absorb and prevent the harmful ultraviolet radiation. Thereby, it will be protecting the life. The maximum concentration of the ozone occurs at 22 kilometers from the ground level. Above the stratosphere, there is a small layer called as stratopause, where the temperature neither increases nor decreases with the height. Next one is mesosphere. It's a part of atmosphere above the stratosphere, which is between 50 kilometer to 80 kilometer from the ground level. And it starts from the edge of the stratopause. The temperature in the mesosphere near stratosphere is higher about 10 degree. It will fall to minus 75 degree at 80 kilometers. The air density at this height is 1 by 1000 as that of the sea level. So that is a peculiarity of mesosphere. Now, this mesosphere plays a very crucial role in radio communication as ionization occurs here. The sunlight passing through this layer will be converted into molecules of charged ions, and this ionized particle are concentrated at a layer here which is called as D layer. And D layer reflects radio waves transmitted from the earth. Above mesosphere, there is a small layer that is called as mesophose, where the temperature is always stable. The next one is thermosphere. So the name itself suggests that there is something related to temperature over there, right? So thermosphere extends from 80 kilometer to above 60,000 kilometer from the earth. Here, the temperature increases to about 2000 degrees Celsius. So that's why the name has come as thermosphere. Here, the temperature will increase and it will increase to 2000 degrees Celsius. The property of thermosphere is radically different from other layers. Ions are abundant in the thermosphere, and in thermosphere that most of the approaching the meteoroids burn up before it reaches the earth. Then the last layer is your exosphere. Okay, it will be above 60,000 kilometer, and you can see spaceships, satellites over here. So these are the layers of atmosphere. Next is about ozone layer. Ozonosphere is a very important layer found in the stratosphere. The ozone O3 is found in this layer. The ozone absorbs and prevents the harmful ultraviolet radiation from reaching the earth. Thereby what it will do? Thereby it will protect our life. Without ozone layer, life is not possible on the earth. And maximum concentration of the ozone occurs at 22 kilometer from the ground level. But due to some human activities, you can see that the ozone layer is becoming thin and thin, and this is called as ozone depletion. Next, ozone oxygen cycle. It deals with how the ozone layer is formed. So you know that the ozone layer is located in the lower part of the stratosphere. This is between 15 kilometers to 35 kilometers. Now concentration of the ozone will be maximum at 22 kilometers from the earth. The level of the ozone is maintained at the level by ozone oxygen cycle. When the ultraviolet rays that spread out from the sun strikes the oxygen molecule O2, it splits the molecule into two individual oxygen atoms, that is O plus O. The oxygen atoms thus produced combine with O2 molecule and produce oxygen molecules. And this reaction is aided by nitrogen N2 or oxygen, which absorbs the excess energy that is liberated, and ozone thus formed will be split by the ultraviolet rays into a molecule of oxygen O2 and an atom of oxygen O. You can say that it is through this repeated circular zone and oxygen formation that the concentration of ozone is maintained in the stratosphere. The concentration of ozone in the atmosphere is determined by the rate of its formation and destruction in the above manner. And due to the severe depletion of the ozone, the atmosphere, ozone holes are created. This ozone hole was first discovered in 1985 and are overheaded area having less than 220 Dobson unit. It is measured in Dobson unit. The chemistry of ozone depletion is by CFCs, BFCs and nitric oxide. CFCs is chlorofluorocarbons and BFCs is bromofluorocarbons. Because of these three, the ozone depletion happens. Now let us see how the depletion happens by CFCs and BFCs. So CS and BFCs are stable compound in the atmosphere that have the property of living longer. That is, it will live up to 50 to 100 years. Due to their long life, they rise up to stratosphere. Through the action, the ultraviolet rays from the sun on these components, chlorine and bromine radicals are released. And this radical acts as a catalyst. And what it will do is, it will initiate breaking down of ozone molecules. It is estimated that a single such radicals of either chlorine or bromium is capable of breaking down over lakhs of ozone molecules. So due to the action, the ozone concentration is decreasing as a drastic rate of 4% per decade. As a result of inherent long life of CFCs and BFCs, they continue to deplete the ozone layer in a recurrent manner and is very dangerous for us. Now next is how the depletion happens by nitric oxide. One molecule of nitric oxide NO combines with ozone, it gets oxidized to NO2 and oxygen O2. Now this NO2 combines with another O3 molecule to become NO3, that is nitrate, and O2. The NO2 and NO3, they combine to form N2O5 dinitrogen pentoxide. Even the atomic oxygen O will readily combine with NO2 to yield NO3. And due to the series of this actions and reaction, ozone is completely utilized and thereby it get depleted. And a large quantity of nitrogen are emitted from the aircraft. The jet planes, they always fly through the down part of the stratosphere layer. The main use is that they can avoid turbulence. But if they fly over there, they emit oxides of the nitrogen. So the community decided to withdraw the operation of jet aircraft that emits oxides of the nitrogen. And this step has also helped in reducing depletion of ozone to very large extent. So students, in this video, we have learned the layers of the atmosphere as well as the ozone layer. Thank you students. Thank you for watching my video.